brilliant speed with vibrant service, vibrant broadband internet.
It's 10:30.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
10:30.
It is. It's time for you guys to do your thing. Know what I mean? You,
I do know what you
and
mean.
you. Yeah. Just
Yeah, so who's the
yous?
Yes, so welcome to another Vibrant You. We'll start with that one. My name is Nathan.
I'm Shane.
I'm Jane.
And I'm Bo.
There you
If you
go.
forget, we got two Johnsons and two Ains. I like to call them the Ains,
The Ains,
Shane and
yeah,
Jane.
yeah.
You know.
There you go.
But so today's
Zap and
topic for
wags.
the radio show. Yeah. Today's topic for the radio show, we're talking about streaming Christmas. So for those that don't know, it's Christmas time and the holiday season. I don't know how you wouldn't know, but
Right.
especially with the snow we got overnight, makes it feel a little more festive maybe. But so we're talking about streaming Christmas movies. One of my favorite things to do. I love this season. I love a lot of the classics and some of the newer stuff as well. So first question, I guess, who of us have finished our Christmas shopping? Woody, we'll start with you. Have you done with all your Christmas shopping, or you still got some stuff to pick up still?
I have one more to get to, Zo.
Oh, nice.
Pretty good.
Ask me how many I started with.
One.
One.
Two.
One.
I actually think I'm done.
Really?
Yep. I'm pretty excited. I've never been done this early. In fact, I got them yesterday in the mail, and I packed them up and wrapped them up and put them under the tree when nobody was home. It was awesome.
What did you buy you?
Wow.
Nothing yet.
Oh, see, you have one to go.
There you go.
Yeah.
How about you, Bo?
I'm done. I actually got a little extra credit. I got some birthday presents on Black Friday.
Oh.
Things were on sale, so I'm a little bit ahead.
How about that?
He got himself something, though. He got the bougie cup.
We talked about
mug.
that Ember coffee mug that keeps your coffee hot.
Yeah.
I can say that was well worth it.
Really? It
Oh, yeah.
works. All right.
It works.
Yeah.
And if it's not December 24th, I'm not done with my shopping.
Right.
Yeah, me too.
That's
I'm
the way it works,
fall in
man.
that category as well. I'm a last second guy.
I do want to mention something, though. So my daughter sent me a link and said, hey, click on this link. It's a Secret Santa thing, and it'll draw the names for you. So my family, we just draw a name, and that's who you get your gift for, right? It's called elfster.com.
Oh, that's what that one is. Okay.
Yeah, and
My kids do the same.
I know we talked about e-gifts and e-greetings last week, and so I thought, well, this was kind of neat. And so you'll draw, you click on it, you do your little registration thing, and then once you hit draw, then that's who you have, and then you add things to your wish list, so that you give an idea of whoever has your name of some things that you want, so they have an idea of getting something that you're actually going to use, for Christmas. So
Very good.
I thought it was kind of neat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I use one almost identical called drawnames.com. And it does the name draw for our family and our extended family. And then you can if they don't know who got your name, but you can nudge them and say, hey, send me a list. And then right through the website or the app, you can just pick a couple. You can sort by price under 50, and they have a whole thousands of suggestions. You can just grab a few things, and it's pretty convenient. It's pretty cool.
It is.
Utilizing technology to make things a little easier, hopefully. But yeah, today we're going to talk about streaming holiday movies, where to stream them, what services you may want, some of that stuff. We're going to talk about some of the most popular kind of nationwide, a lot of the ones we probably have seen or heard of. And then we'll also talk about some of our favorites, some of our personal favorites. So why don't we talk kind of now about what is streaming? Let's give a brief review of what streaming is for those that are new to the show or haven't really understood what that is.
Yeah, so if you're new to streaming, it's really just getting your content, your movies, TV shows over the internet rather than over cable or back in the day, VHS, DVD. I remember we used to have to find what DVD we had to watch our Christmas movie or what old VHS. And then the VHS player broke, obviously, so now you have access to really everything. So there's so many different streaming services. We're going to go through that a little bit depending on the Christmas movie where you can find it. So we're going to transition here into the top 20. This is the top 20 searched Christmas movies. So when people are looking up Christmas movies on the internet, we got a list of the most popular here.
So the first one is The Holdovers. I hadn't heard of this. This is a brand new movie. It's over 673,000 searches. Nathan has seen this. He thinks it's pretty good.
It's good.
It's a good
It's
movie.
a good one. Yep. It's like a coming of age one. I think it came out last year. It was up for some like awards and stuff. It
crabby
was pretty good. It's a
teacher.
little dramedy.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. And then you can't forget Home Alone. And then The Nightmare Before Christmas, Die Hard, and Love Actually are the top 5.
Well, I don't fit in that.
So yeah, from there, 6 through 10, we got Gremlins, which a lot of people argue isn't really a Christmas movie, but it is. It happens over Christmas time, and there's a lot of Christmas themes in there. Edward Scissorhands. I hadn't seen that one in a while, but I forgot that does kind of happen over the Christmas holidays. So again, there are some borderline. If you really want to get sketchy, an argument over. They say don't talk about politics and religion at dinner, but what movies classify or qualify as Christmas movies is another touchy subject. So careful around the holidays, hanging out with family and friends. But A Christmas Story, number 8, that's a classic. Everybody, usually catches A Christmas Story at one point or another. I think this is another new one called Violent Night. We've seen a rash of these that have come out the last few years, like, Christmas movies that are like revenge plot, kind of like either Santa's angry or mad and like hurting people, or there's Santa's stopping these. I don't know. I haven't seen Violent Night, but I'm assuming it's of that genre. And then one of my favorites, maybe my all-time favorite, coming in at number 10, It's a Wonderful Life with Jimmy Stewart, an absolute classic. I watch it every single Christmas season. I cry every single Christmas season at the end. My wife makes fun of me every
I was
time.
just going to say, Abby's
that's
all
fine.
over that.
It is an absolute great movie, so everyone should see.
And continue with the 11 through 15, National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation,
Oh,
which
yeah.
I'm surprised isn't higher on the list. But
Number
again,
one in my book.
these are based on Yahoo searches and not necessarily on popularity. So, number 12, Elf. That's another one that's a lot of people like to watch every year. 13, How the Grinch Stole Christmas. And there's 2 versions of that, right? There's the 1966 version, which is the cartoon.
That's the one.
Yep. And then there's the new one with Jim Carrey. That's was made in 2000. Actually, that's 24 years ago.
Yeah.
There's actually
Came
a
out.
new one, another animated one, but I don't think it's technically called I think it's maybe just called The Grinch or something.
Yeah, that one's called just The Grinch. So,
Okay.
yeah, this one's How the Grinch Stole Christmas. So, yeah, there's a lot of Grinches. I'm a Grinch at Christmas time sometimes. So,
My wife thinks she is too. So.
14, The Polar Express. That one's kind of a neat one to watch. And then 15, A Christmas Carol. So there's that one. 15. Bo?
And then to round out the list, we have a mix of old ones and new ones. So number 16, you have Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. That's definitely a classic. I remember watching that as a kid. Then you have Bad Santa. That I did not watch as a kid. That's number 17. And then number 18 is Miracle on 34th Street. I think I've seen that one time. Has anyone seen that one?
Oh, I've seen it a million times.
That's one of my favorites.
Yeah, I think there's a classic one again from like the 60s and then like a 90s one. Same kind of thing.
You guys forgot 2, though.
We're not
I mean,
done yet.
Well, maybe he'll
No.
get them yet. Go
We
ahead,
got 2
Bo.
left.
Okay.
Well, I don't know if this is one of my personal favorites. Number 19, it's Jingle All the Way with Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah.
That is, if you haven't seen it, you have to. A lot of it's filmed in Minnesota. I think they film a lot of it in Mall of America. So that's a great one. And then the last one is Scrooge, which I believe is a Bill Murray movie.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
I'm still thinking you missed 2.
Well, yeah,
We're
okay.
going over
so what did we
favorites,
miss?
so you'll have to ask.
Okay. I'll wait. Still favorites.
Wait till favorites? Okay.
Yes. Yep.
So, of these movies, most, if not all, of these can probably be found on streaming services. I know we have several examples here. So, for probably the single most popular streaming service is Netflix. For those that have a Netflix account, Netflix is, I think, it's about $15 a month for their ad-free version. They have some different tiered ones, but they have the movie Love Actually. I think that one was in the top 5. They have a newer one called Klaus. I think it's an animated one. Me and my wife actually almost watched it last night.
It's really good.
And then
How do you almost watch something?
Yeah.
Oh, we chose something
phone
else for
rang.
now.
Almost, yeah.
No, we just decided to watch something else for last night, but we'll still watch it.
Okay.
And then one called Carol, which I have not seen, but I'm not familiar with that one. And then Disney Plus. So Disney Plus, in my opinion, probably has the most Christmas content that I've seen on the streaming services, just because they have so much kids content. I know my kids are really into like Mickey Mouse stuff right now, and there's a lot of classic Mickey Mouse Christmas ones that they had that I used to watch growing up as a kid that are awesome. Disney Plus has Home Alone. I think maybe the whole series, at least the first two on there. They have the Santa Claus series with Tim Allen. That's a pretty good one. Miracle on 34th Street. Again, I think they have the original from like the 40, 50, 60s. I don't exactly know. And then the 90s one. And then they also have some more recent ones, Guardians of the Galaxy, kind of the superhero one. They had a Christmas special. Now it seems like almost everything under the sun has Christmas specials, like usually 20, 30 minute, like Frozen. My kids love the Frozen Christmas special and all these different things. But Disney's got a ton of Christmas stuff.
I was watching that the other night, the Frozen.
Oh, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah. Cool.
So moving on to Hulu. Hulu is about $15 a month. It's ad-free, and options include Elf, favorite National Lampoon Christmas Vacation,
Yay.
and A Christmas Story. Amazon Prime Video also offers some ad-free Christmas movies, $9 a month roughly, and It's a Wonderful Life. Polar Express is also on there.
And Peacock is another one that you can stream these from. And if you have a Peacock subscription, I think they range from $5 to $10 a month. And Krampus is like a comedy horror Christmas movie.
Okay.
Yeah, I know. It's
good. It's classic. You gotta see it. It's good.
Classic.
It came out 4 or 5 years ago, I think.
Yeah, and then How the Grinch Stole Christmas, of course, is on Peacock as well. And Apple seems to have the corner on the market for Charlie Brown, Charlie Brown Christmas.
Now you're going to take one off my list.
Oh, there you go. So we did
Charlie
get that.
Brown Christmas.
A Charlie Brown Christmas, and that's always a good classic to watch as well.
Absolutely.
Apple is $7 a month.
Okay.
Bo, talk about some of the free streaming services that we can watch Christmas shows on.
Yeah, well, the Roku channel, if you have a Roku TV or a Roku device, you're going to have access to a lot of free Christmas content. So I was surprised. They actually have A Wonderful Life. Excuse me. And they also have Jack Frost. I remember watching that. That's with Michael Keaton, I believe. He turns into a snowman. Not the best movie, but I can see why it's in the free section. And then also Ernest Saves Christmas. That one's pretty good.
Yeah,
I like that
Oh,
one.
that is a classic.
Kind of mindless, but it's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then it's got A Christmas Carol, the musical. That's going to be on the Roku channel as well. And then a few other ones. Pluto TV, they have a lot of the Lifetime movies. So if you want some Lifetime Christmas movies or Hallmark, Pluto TV is going to have some free options for you, as well as Tubi. So if you're just not wanting to pay anything, you can search a few of those and see which ones you can stream without having to pay. And then now we've all been waiting for our favorite holiday movie section here. So I'll kick it off. These are some of my favorite ones. I'll Be Home for Christmas did not make any of these lists here, but that's with Jessica Biel and Jonathan Taylor Thomas back in the day. That one's one of my favorites. And then I don't know if anyone's seen The Family Man with Nicolas Cage. It's kind of like it's a little bit like Scrooge mixed with like a rom-com. I think that one's pretty good. And then the controversial Home Alone 3 pick for me.
Oh, my.
It's my favorite. I know. Just stop. Don't say anything and go watch it. That's what I can tell you. Just go watch it.
Sure.
It's amazing. You'll have to take my word for it. So, Jane, what are your top?
Mine is Christmas Vacation. I watch that every year, and then The Miracle on 34th Street, and then Netflix does the holiday calendar. It's really interesting. It kind of revolves around a magical calendar, so it's pretty cool.
Oh boy!
And I like Snoopy as well.
Yep, Snoopy, Charlie Brown, Lucy, the whole crew.
And okay, so what are your favorites?
The only one that you really, some of those you've already mentioned. The one that I think someone brought up that there was a lot of filming in Minnesota on one movie. This one would be a Minnesota gal. The movie is actually more about the entire year, but it's got Christmas stuff in there. And it is our gal, from Grand Rapids, Judy Garland, singing "Wish You a Merry Christmas."
Oh,
And
yeah.
it's called "Meet Me in St. Louis."
okay. I've heard of it, but I haven't seen it.
That one you should watch just
Okay.
because it's got our Minnesota gal,
Sure.
Judy Garland, in there.
Yeah, yeah.
She's not singing "Somewhere Over the Rainbow," but it's "We Wish You a Merry Christmas."
Yeah. Nathan, how about you?
So I almost have too many to mention. I could just go
I
on.
bet.
But some, It's a Wonderful Life. Like I said, I mentioned that already. I watched it every single year. Charlie Brown Christmas. I think one I was shocked was not in the top 20 that no one has yet mentioned. Frosty the Snowman is an absolute classic.
I know. I don't know why that didn't
Yeah.
make it. Yeah.
My daughter, we just watched it the other night. She was really, really into it. I love Christmas Carol, anything Scrooge or Grinch. I love all those adaptations. The Muppet Christmas Carol can be found on Disney Plus. If you're into the Muppets and the story of Scrooge, it's terrific. Michael Caine plays an amazing Ebenezer Scrooge. But there's Jingle All the Way. There's just too many to mention.
Yeah, and I'm kind of like that too. I've got a lot that I like. I have to watch this every year, and that's of course the Christmas Vacation. That's always a fun one to watch every year for me.
Mm-hmm.
And I like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, the claymation.
Yeah.
That's always fun to watch, cozy and in your chair with a nice hot cup of something, hot cup of cheer.
Yeah, there you go.
And I like Jim Carrey's Grinch version.
yeah.
And of course, Bill Murray's Scrooged. But another fun one I like to watch, I don't watch this every year, but I watch it every once in a while. It's from 1934, and it's Laurel and Hardy, March of the Wooden Soldiers.
Really?
Yeah, and
I bet I've seen it.
yeah, it's a musical, but also it's kind of fairy tale-ish.
Yeah.
Right. And but that's a fun one I like to watch around Christmas time.
No one mentioned Kermit.
Yeah, there's a lot of
Muppet?
a lot of Muppet Christmas shows.
Oh, yeah.
Sure, yep.
Yes.
Kermit the Frog.
Yeah, Muppet Christmas Carol.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, Muppet Christmas Carol. That's the ticket.
See?
There you go.
There you go.
Scrooge.
Yeah. I
with
knew
the
you'd know
Muppets.
one.
It's so good. It's so good.
Yeah.
Disney Plus.
So we talked about streaming, and streaming, you need quality internet, right? So
Right.
there's nothing worse than sitting down to watch your favorite, and you have the circle of death buffering happen, right? So Vibrant is your ticket. Make sure that you have a quality, high-speed internet connection so that you're able to stream your holiday favorites. And just make sure that you have your preferred streaming service choice ready to go, and there you go.
All right.
And then the other part about streaming is you can watch it whenever you want, wherever you want. So that's awesome. You don't have to make sure to tune in at 7 o'clock on channel blah, blah, blah to watch
Yeah.
blah, blah, blah. So, right. And then you can watch them with little to no commercials, which is also amazing.
I want to touch on a few things that Vibrant's going to be doing. Vibrant and Maker Co-op, of course. We're going to be at the Candy Cane Parade this Thursday downtown. It's going to be chilly,
Dress warm.
but you'll see the Vibrant car out there
All right.
going to the parade. And then, of course, we want to invite Meeker members and Vibrant subscribers to our coffee on the Co-op. And those are going to be taking place next week, December 17th at Keeks and Watkins, December 18th in Atwater at the Handlebar, and, of course, December 19th here in Litchfield at the Co-op office. Each event is from 9 to 11 a.m., and you can come and chat with us, have a cup of coffee and a treat, and Vibrant sales reps will be there, and Meeker Co-op reps will be there talking about energy stuff, and just come in and enjoy a cup of coffee and a treat with us next week.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Yeah, and if you have any questions, if you can't make it to the coffee on the Co-op and just want to give us a call, you can always reach us at 693-3231. If you have questions on your internet, if Vibrant's available to you can just give us a call anytime. You can also catch the replay of this episode and all past episodes on our Facebook and YouTube channel. You just search Vibrant Broadband, and as always, you can listen here on KLFD Live every Wednesday at 10:30.
All right.
Yeah. And thank you, Woody, for having us again, putting up with
Absolutely.
us one more week.
Love it.
Merry early Christmas. I think we'll be on next week
Okay.
before Christmas. But Merry early Christmas to everybody out there. Certainly start catching some of these Christmas movies. But thanks for having us. Thanks for catching us on the radio. My name is Nathan.
I'm Shane.
I'm Jane.
And I'm Bo.
And tune in next week for another Vibrant U Live.